It seems like no one is safe at all. The crypto market is becoming more regulated, which is actually a beautiful thing. From SEC News, the SEC just launched a cross-border task force to crack down on fraud, pumps and dumps, and shady foreign actors targeting United States investors. Okay, but honestly, they should target Bitcoin, Ethereum. It's not only these shady digital assets, right? It could be like main ones as well. But they wouldn't notice until it's probably too late. SEC announces formation of cross-border task force to combat fraud. The SEC Commission today announced the formation of a task force that will strengthen and enhance the Division of Enforcement's efforts to identify, combat cross-border fraud harming United States investors. This is so amazing, guys. Wow. Right? Because the Wild West will no longer be the Wild West. It's flaying away. It's fading. The cross-border task force will focus initially on investigating potential United States federal securities law violations related to foreign-based companies, including potential market manipulation, such as pump and dump and ramp and dump schemes. Oh, really? Wow. That means no more crypto scams. Okay? Such as all these meme coins and S coins that go live in a single day, and then the developer takes all the liquidity and then flees. So that's fantastic. The task force also will focus enforcement efforts on gatekeepers, particularly auditors and underwriters, which help these companies access U.S. capital markets. And we welcome companies from around the world seeking access to the U.S. capital markets, but we will not tolerate bad actors, whether companies, middlemen, gatekeepers, or traders that attempt to use international borders to frustrate and avoid U.S. investor protections. This new task force will consolidate SEC investigation efforts and allow the SEC to use every available tool to combat transactional fraud. This is crazy, guys, right? So no one is safe, which is amazing. Now, maybe, just maybe, they should be focused on quote-unquote legit crypto digital assets. Okay? Ethereum just got cooked. Probably burning. From Cointelegraph. Alert. Hackers are hiding malware in Ethereum smart contracts, disguising malicious traffic as normal blockchain activity, Reversing Labs reports. So this just occurred with Ethereum. Right? So what just happened here, guys? Guys, it seems like no one is safe out here. Right? No one is safe. Crypto hackers are now using Ethereum smart contracts to mask malware payloads. Simple looking code tapped Ethereum's blockchain to fetch hidden URLs that directed compromised systems to download second stage malware, probably to attack private keys, right? And different sorts of stuff like that. Coming down here, Ethereum has become the latest front for software supply chain attacks. Researchers at Reversing Labs earlier this week uncovered 2 malicious NPM packages that use Ethereum smart contracts to conceal harmful code, allowing the malware to bypass traditional security checks. Wow. This is why you gotta be safe out there, guys. Right? Now, NPM is a package manager for the runtime environment Node.js and is considered the world's largest software registry, where developers can access and share code that contributes to millions of software programs. So it's like a hub, guys, where it's open sourced. Okay, so people can pull code, and I guess that's what they're trying to attack here. The packages Color Tools V2 and this other one were uploaded to the widely used Node package manager repository in July. They appear to be simple utilities at first glance, but in practice they tapped Ethereum's blockchain to fetch hidden URLs that directed compromised systems to download second stage malware. Wow. So this is something we haven't seen previously, Reversing Labs researcher reported. It highlights the fast evolution of detection invasion strategies by malicious actors who are trolling open source repositories and developers. Now, coming down here, what does this mean, right, for developers? Well, many were aimed at stealing wallet credentials or installing crypto miners. But the use of Ethereum smart contracts as a delivery mechanism shows are adapting quickly to blend into blockchain ecosystems. There it is. So basically, the attackers exploited this practice. Okay, they uploaded these packages, guys. They're called npm packages, and it was disguised as legitimate crypto tools, right? I'm guessing for I think for the developers to pull off of, and to make it easier for developers, which the developers pull code from open source repositories. Now, and if a developer is unsuspecting of this, guys, they could include these malicious codes, okay, these packages, into their own projects, which is malware that uses Ethereum smart contracts to deliver payloads. So it's getting crazy out here, right? It is. Wow, that's nasty work, guys. So what's really going on, guys, right? This is why you just got to be careful out there. There's a lot of things happening here. Just be safe. Ethereum is getting cooked. From Litecoin, quote, "It is the decision of this court that you have been weighed and found unwanted. As in, we all agree we don't like you," end quote. From Litecoin. The Litecoin S-Coin community is attacking XRP. And then on this post, they show all these other coins, digital assets, such as Litecoin, Bitcoin, Monero, Dogecoin, Ethereum, and Digibytes, I think, were like, hey, we don't like one specific coin, and they all mentioned XRP, right? Which attacked our community once again. Litecoin is on something, guys. The Litecoin community is on something, right? It seems like they all defend each other, except when it comes to one singular coin, XRP. Let's all agree that they are the black sheep. Patrick L. stated, "Clearly, XRP is the black sheep of the crypto markets, but remember, the black sheep of a family is always the smartest and most successful who didn't conform to the group. Think of their lesser siblings." Now, guys, crypto Twitter is absolutely drama-filled recently. I'm not kidding. It's insane to watch. Okay, for being a observer. Litecoin. Okay, so this gets crazy. Okay, this is amazing, guys, because drama does truly fill time, right? It makes time go faster, to say the least. So it's not always a negative. From Litecoin, "I say the quiet parts out loud, but we all should." Well, maybe you should talk about your own developer, your own founder, who used all you guys as exit liquidity. But Benjamin Cohen replied to that tweet, okay, stating, "The quiet part is this chart. It's the chart Litecoin versus Bitcoin." He pulled out. Now, this chart represents Litecoin versus Bitcoin and how Litecoin has died against Bitcoin throughout the decade. Holding Litecoin was a disaster compared to Bitcoin. Holding Bitcoin, you would have done very beautiful. Not Litecoin, not holding Litecoin. The same thing with XRP here. But he said this is the quiet part, right? This is what you're not trying to say out loud. That's what Benjamin Cohen stated. This is amazing. Then, look at this. Then Litecoin replied to that tweet, "No." They're like, no. The quiet part is actually his hairline, right? What does it come out to, guys? A letter. Guys, this is absolutely diabolical, right? This is absolutely all diabolical. So the crypto Twitter, Twitter community is full blown attacking each other at this point in time, right? This image was false because Litecoin just attacked Bitcoin, right? And you know, the Bitcoiners can't talk about bad about us. You know why? Because even their own leader, Benjamin Cohen, stated that XRP versus Bitcoin will never go back down. It will never go back down. You understand how big this is?
For me, this cycle, I didn't really even, XRP didn't really even grab my attention until its double bottom against Bitcoin. This is when I really first started being a little bit more optimistic about it this cycle. It was back on this double bottom. We even did a couple of videos about it. Also talked a lot about it on ITC Premium. But we talked about this double bottom. That's what you want to look for. You don't always get double bottoms with altcoins, so I don't want to imply that it always has to play out. But whenever you do have double bottom setups on an altcoin on its Bitcoin pair, it's usually a pretty good sign. Also, if you can couple it with kind of a similar time frame, right? Like if you look at this.
Remember, this is XRP versus Bitcoin, right? So if it will never revisit those lows ever again, that means it's only up from here, which then means XRP is coming for every community's heads this cycle. You guys understand this, and this is why they're probably all scared, right? This is the quiet part out loud.
June of 2024 and then like November. If you look at the cycle before, right, you can also see a low here in June and then another low in November. Now that was not a double bottom, but it did lead to a nice spike. This one was a double bottom and the spike was a lot higher. What's interesting is it just went back up basically to the same level it went to, 4 years previous. Now, right now, XRP Bitcoin is nearly at the same valuation, if not the exact same valuation that it was at in August of 2021, right? So in August 2021, XRP was at the same.
Okay, but right here, there's a lot of resistance. As soon as we surpass this level, it's basically go time.
Toshi valuation, believe it or not. I mean, it was. And
so there's a bunch of stuff happening on crypto Twitter, guys. I think the reason why there's so much emotion firing up right now is because crypto prices are consolidating, right? So people just want to attack each other until we start pumping again, basically, right? And everyone will become friends again. I think that's what happens. Each ups and downs. Let's see what comes up next, but it's getting dangerous out there for everyone, not financial advice. What is that, Sophie's Museums? See ya.